questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. And welcome to the Fulham Presser. Presser? Preview. The presser's tomorrow.
Boy.
The presser's tomorrow. As you can see, listen, we are trying to get a Fulham fan on. So if you know any Fulham fans out there, let them know we don't bite. We don't bite. We're not scary. Jason, how's it going?
Yeah, man, I'm all good. Week's coming to a close, but there's still another day to go, so it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to Saturday, even though in yesterday's stream of Tactical, I completely forgot we're playing against Fulham, and I done all my research on Manchester United, so I had to do a very last minute research with about 5 minutes to go. So yeah.
Oh, damn! It's not been a good few days for you.
Hold up, a good few days for who?
Oh, I know I've had a mare.
Nicky, how's it going?
It's going good, man. I'm still enjoying my week off. I'm on annual leave myself. I sort of got myself into hot water on Tuesday on the Premier League review show, of which I apologise.
I think you've definitely got yourself in hot water now. Say that again. It was all glitchy.
Was it all glitchy? Oh boy.
Well, to me it was. I don't know. Maybe
The
it's
voice,
a me issue.
no. That's a rich issue, but that voice crack was crazy. I have to say.
I didn't even hear the voice crack there, but thank you.
Oh, bro did it again.
Yeah, Fulham. Yay! Exciting.
Joseph, before we actually get into the first topic, obviously you're looking a little bit different to how you would normally look. Let the people know what one like and what the chairman did.
Oh man. So I told him I wasn't going to bait him out, but it has to be done. So I mean, normally my headphones would cover the headrest, but we move. So, as people may know, these are my normal headphones. You see, I look normal with these on. However, there's one difference which you guys need to know. These are now wireless headphones, when originally they are not wireless headphones. So basically, as I was out working and chairman was on annual leave, he thought, I'm just going to hoover the house. And comes into my room hoovering. He's thinking, oh, that's a funny noise I hear from the hoover. So, what was originally a wire in here is now a wire that is not in there anymore. But wait, it gets better. So you're thinking, you just nicked it and that's it. It's done. No, he goes all the way down the cable, shreds the motherboard off of the thing, and keeps shredding it. And then all he has to say to me? I just heard a funny noise in the hoover. So now I have to get new headphones and I have to steal his ones where I look like a proper old man. I look butters with these on. Yeah. But that's a story.
Can we get a rip in the chat for JC's headphones? RIP.
Rip headphones.
Oh man.
You were good to me.
We hardly knew you.
Shut up. It's emotional.
Moment of silence. We'll have a moment of silence.
No, Brush, that comment is wild. Anyway, Let's make a start. First things first. Let's talk Michael Elise.
Setback FC.
Not looking good, is it? It's not looking good.
It's not looking good at all. For those who don't know, he has had a setback with his return to the first team. He was training really well, training really hard, but he has had a setback with his hamstring injury. And now, the rumored return is after the international break in October. But is that to training, or is that back to first team action? So it could be a lot further down the line. And the way our squad is at the moment, it's a bit peak. JC, thoughts on obviously the setback first, and then how do we navigate this?
So I've lost composure. I'm looking into the chat. I can't lie. Have you seen Vibes' comment? I'm sorry, I actually wasn't listening. I was just trying not to laugh. Basically, Vibes said sell their headphones and nothing, he'll realise they're faulty in 2026. Rich, I beg you say the question again because I lost composure.
We're not even 5 minutes in.
The question was,
Mm-hmm.
how about you selling the headphones on what platform?
I think I might sell them on Etsy or something, you know.
No. Honestly, seriously.
This is what happens when we don't have a guest. Oh my god.
Yeah, the bar is low. The bar is low. It's always Fulham as well.
It's always Fulham. Double Brentford. Right. So, Michael Elise, thoughts on the setback, and how do you feel we're going to navigate this?
It's a bit of a disappointment, obviously, because really we need all our best players back as soon as possible. But I am still standing by. If they're not ready and they're not fit, don't throw them in until they're 100% ready. And I don't know, maybe potentially looking back on those training videos, maybe that the trainers were maybe pushing Elise a bit too far. Because to be fair, to be fair to him, he was looking sharp. People were saying if he's looking like this, he could be ready. But is that the trainers maybe encouraging him a bit much?
Sorry, JC. Sorry, I'm sorry to drop a brush.
That's a fire.
That's a violation. To be fair, Mark, to be fair, yeah. Sorry, JC, I completely interrupted you there, man.
Yeah. I think, long story short, I think the trainer may have pushed him a bit too far, too quickly, really.
Stop, man.
That's all I'll say. I can't say anything more. If I speak,
Pause. Yo.
Oh man.
Hey, yo, brush, you're moving. Nuts.
Dexter! It's beef. It's beef. Dr. Dexter's coming. Fire!
Wait, sorry. What?
He didn't even realize. I think that's an L, you know. That's an L from you.
I don't care. Oh dear.
Nicky, thoughts on Elise?
As JC said, it is disappointing. I do agree. I think all the clips seeing him back in training sort of hyped everybody up. I think we do need to just store our expectations on him. Wait till he comes back. We do obviously need someone to come in now, but yeah, let's just play it as it is. You know, the game's the game. Play on.
No, absolutely. I mean, I did see obviously the Palace EAFC video on YouTube, and it looked like Ayew was back in training, because I feel personally if we lose Ayew as well, by the way, we're saying this in 2023, you know, if we lose Jordan Ayew,
God,
in this moment in time, we're in trouble.
I'm seeing people considering Yannick Bolasie on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen that as well.
I did see
Yeah,
that.
so yeah, we've got to. It's just a nostalgia move. Let's just leave it alone, man. We've got to
But
leave it alone. Personally.
That Donny in Saudi is planning to terminate his contract, and that's a bit more of a spicy one. Was it Jota?
And he's decent. It's a decent player. So as long as the wages aren't mad, hey,
They will be
why
though,
not?
because he's coming out of Saudi.
No, 100%. But on the flip side, guys, we've got obviously the news about Elise's setback, but we have been given a little bit of a teaser. Admin posting the picture. Mateus França is training on the grass as it stands. It looks as if he's doing individual training, but it is good to see that he's now got football at his feet. Nicky, your thoughts on that then?
This is great news again. But on the flip side, let's stall our expectations here. He's still not ready. It's only individual training, which means he's not obviously ready for the full-on 11-11 training or to be in group training. So you know we have to sort the chairman's comment.
Can I just say that as we're here, Rihanna's messaging me on WhatsApp loads of links to headphones. Can I just put that? Can I just say that as well?
No, it looks like they've WhatsApped each other privately and said, "Yeah, let's just gang up on JC." On that note, would chairman be delivering it himself personally?
Chairman Prime, you know.
Yeah, you know, Royal Mail and all that.
Bro, the headphones she sent me are so dead as well.
Oh man,
She even said sorry.
JC, Mateus França.
Well, you know,
His head's gone as well.
my head's gone. I'm happy to see him kicking a ball. He's on the pitch. Really, that's all we're getting. It's a still image and then a handshake between him and Hodgson. So hopefully Hodgson knows his name now, because he was the Brazilian kid, and now then he was Mateus. Maybe he finally understands the. Sorry, Rihanna's messaging me still. Yeah, maybe he knows his name's França as well. One thing I did.
No, that's a vile. You made us banter the chairman. That's peak.
It was, bruv, but still. But still. Long story short, it's good that he's back, but don't rush him like they tried to do with Elise. If he gets injured or has a setback as well, then
We're screwed.
It's game is over, man. And as you said, if Ayew, it's it's mad that we're saying if Ayew's injured, we are finished.
Let's look forward to this game. Obviously, we did ourselves proud against Villa. I think we navigated the task really well, and there are definitely lots of positives to take forward coming into this Fulham game. However, the last time we did play Fulham at Selhurst Park, we got battered. Bear in mind, we did have 2 sending-offs that game, but from the jump, we were not at the races. You know, so I think we really need to. We got to try and somehow not be second half FC this week. I think we have to literally just go for the kill, and whatever happens. Personally, you know, not saying it will be easy, but it's definitely it's a better time to play them than it was last season. Because to be fair, last season they were flying. Like they were doing really, really well.
They were flying, but I feel like they overachieved a lot last season for the players that they had, and the fact that they've still got pretty much the same squad minus Mitrovic. They are definitely weaker this season.
Yeah.
And they're definitely exploitable because of how their manager plays. He plays fully zonally marked, not really much man for man. And they're still obviously Willian's a great player, but he's 35 and they sort of play like they sort of play a little bit like Roy Ball in the sense that their wingers will defend. Their wingers sort of play like wing backs. So they will come back and defend. And for someone like Willian to be 35 and them having no cover for him on the bench, so he'll play the full 90, doing that much running, he's going to be, obviously, you don't lose the first 20 minutes of your game, no matter how old you are. But after then, he's going to start flagging. And I think that is where they probably needed to start improving the squad depth, like we probably should have done. But I feel like they're definitely exploitable in this game. So I wouldn't say it's impossible to win this game. But I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking anything less than 3 points at home is going to be not going to be good enough for us right now, really.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a big problem because we're going into a double header, obviously different competitions against Manchester United, a resurgent Nottingham Forest, who, like, compared to our attacking threats, their threats are crazy. And then November is manageable, but then December, we need to be in a decent position by December, because that might be a case where it's like, all right, how many draws can we nick in that run of games? Nicky, how would you approach this game?
Well, Fulham are coming off a reasonable win against Luton Town. They didn't really, blow Luton away. They didn't really. Luton, gave them a fair game. Marco Silva's 100th game this weekend just gone, of which was his 50th win. So that's 50% win rate he's got. They are going to be tricky, obviously, as JC said. They are weaker without Mitrovic. They don't have that goal scorer, don't have that prolific goal scoring ability that they had with him. So I think we should be coming away with a win here if we're confident enough. If we hit the ground running quickly enough and we exploit their weaknesses in the fact that their disciplinary record is really, really bad at the moment. They could, they might protect some players who are facing suspensions. I think a reasonable win could be decent here.
Yeah, honestly, for me personally, those, like, just give me a 1-0 win. I don't care. Just 3 points, because that will take us into the United game, necessarily a free hit. And then obviously Forest. I think we spoke about it beforehand when we were looking at those 4 fixtures. Win the home games and try and nick something from an away game. But if we were to get 6 from the 12, that's still decent considering the squad as it is. And I think we would have done ourselves proud. Right. JC, if you take us for a few comments, then before we do the combined 11, we'll do an 11 of basically who would want us to start on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Dexter saying, Chairman, the headphone destroyer, says his head's gone, but my headphones are gone. Maybe Schluffy can lend him some money for some new headphones. Chairman 1, headphones 0. He's saying 1-1 or 2-1 to us is Pat's score prediction. Fulham game came after the World Cup when apparently our players were fighting each other in Germany. Nicky, this one's for you.
There it is.
Dexter is worried about Paulinho. Yeah, that's it. Let's go into Crystal Palace's. Hopefully, we'll play 11. So let's pull it up. So we're gonna go Johnstone in goal.
Yeah.
Sam Johnstone with Mitchell. Are we saying that Gay's back, or are we not saying that Gay's back?
Yeah, I would assume he's back.
I would assume he's back. We've not really heard anything.
Yeah, the press will be
I
out
think,
tomorrow. So.
Yeah, we have to wait until the presser, and then we'll find out. At what point, guys, do you think Henderson deserves the spot in goal? Are we waiting for that one performance of Johnston to just drop?
I'm telling you now, his first game will be against Man United in the cup.
In the Carabao Cup, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Henderson will start next Tuesday.
Yeah, but Henderson will not start in the Premier League unless Johnstone drops 3 stinkers in a row or he gets injured. There's no other way that Henderson's starting over him at the moment.
Yeah, because even when you look at, I think we conceded 5 league goals in the last 2, and none of them were Johnston's fault.
No.
Yeah.
Plus, he was carrying an injury. You know, he pulled up a little bit short in the Villa game as well. So,
yeah,
he wants to. He definitely does die for the shirt.
Right. I'm gonna tweak this.
I'm doing what me and Dan.
Oh, okay. You've gone Ayew on the left. Okay, because I was gonna go Ebbs on the left. I don't see a Hammoнд playing for some reason.
But this is what me and Dan wanted to happen. So, but we done it on the basis of we thought Ayew was out as well. So how we done it was we put Eze on the left, Ahamada in the middle, and then Jez on the right.
Okay.
So that's what we thought. But now saying that if Ayew's back, this is probably how I would play.
I would actually go Ayew on the right, Ebbs on the left, Ahamada the 10. I just don't feel like he's as good out wide.
Yeah, he's not. That's definitely granted. He's definitely not. That was another one that me and Dan definitely discussed. But that is a good team.
Yeah, that should definitely do enough.
Any team without Schlupp in it is an upgrade on any team that has Schlupp in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this would work.
Oh, yeah. I think that's got a nice balance. I think you got the balance of Decore, Hughes, and Ahamada in the midfield. Obviously, Ahamada's much better when going forwards. Hughes and Decore, even though Hughes just come back, he looks solid and looked like him and Decore have been playing that midfield together for ages.
Yeah.
Ayew, you know what you're going to get out of him. Ebbs has really stepped his game up out wide as well this season. We all know he does his best work in the 10. However, his play out wide lately this season has been very impressive.
Yeah, because just on that, what I think's happened this season, especially, they've realized how great he ended last season. Yeah, they're literally trying to double up on him every time. And obviously, if he's in the 10, you've not only got the 2 DMs, but then you'd have the 2 centre backs as well. So it's very congested. When he's moved out left, he just floats. He has so much space. You know, and I think that's what's contributed to him being a lot more successful.
100%. Nicky, are there any changes that you'd make to this team, or would you
not
stick
at
with
all?
this?
Not at all.
Maybe a nice little Schlupp up front, maybe.
Oh God, no! Never.
For Ali's sake.
We'll wait till he replies on Twitter when Rich tweets this. No, I think that's perfect. That's a perfect starting 11. The bench obviously will need to be, equipped well, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't see Roy following through with this. I would probably say Ahamada is going to be on the bench, Schlupp's going to be on the left, and Eze in the 10. And I don't want to see it, but
yeah, definitely.
Roy doesn't really change.
UK Pat here says, is there a reason why Ward is playing in games instead of Klein? Rich, do you want to answer that?
It's the skipper. He's a skipper. You know what? Ward's Defensively, apart from the Villa game, defensively, I think he's been okay.
And the Brentford game.
Yeah, but that was that one thing.
Mm.
I know it was costly, but after that, I think he was fine. It's a good question. You know what it is? It's those crosses to the back post. Kleiny's so bad with them, you know.
I think it's the fact that Mitchell is bad with them, and we can't have both fullbacks
Both of
being
them,
bad
yeah.
at the back post. Also,
Yeah.
even though it's not a necessity, Wardy's 6 foot plus, Kleiny's not. And I think just that aerial presence to have someone else for set pieces just helps a lot more. And I think that
Yeah.
the payoff for Klein isn't really that much because ever since he's been at Palace for the second time, he's never really showed that attacking output that we saw first time. I think if he showed that, he'd be playing over Ward, no question. But because he's not showing it, he's too afraid of getting injured all the time. That's why he's not playing, because Wardy can give 100%, whereas Klein can't give 100% because he's afraid he's going to get injured.
Yeah, fair.
I think also it's the fact that, say, if we go with this lineup that we've got here on screen, you've got Ward, Anderson, and Gahey, 3 players who have worn the armband. You've got 3 leaders who are experienced enough in knowing what they're doing. Klein just isn't, he hasn't gotten enough football to be that reliable. So I think with 3, well-known leaders in that squad, Ward playing is perfect.
Mm-hmm. UK Pat says, I feel relaxed when Klein is on the ball. I feel the opposite. I can't lie to you. I feel like Klein on the ball is a lot like Mitchell, where it's right foot or nothing. Like with Mitchell, he will force it on his left foot, and Klein will do the exact same thing. Whereas with Wardy, I've seen him pass out, I've seen him cross out with his left foot. So having that dexterity with both feet it means a lot in the Premier League, especially at fullback as well, because it hurts my head sometimes seeing Mitchell trying over and over and over again, trying to utilize that left foot and it just not work, but they just keep trying anyway. Whereas if he had a right foot, he could just shift the ball onto his other foot and, pass out. And Henry here says Klein couldn't even defend against Plymouth. Plymouth are a good team, but still, it's a valid point. Let's go into the actual combined 11. So the one I'm gonna, so 2 I'm gonna change in straight away is Kenny Tete at right back because I think he's cold. Paulinho spells his name weird, isn't it? I think it's that. Yeah.
Paul.
Palh. Are we doing no injuries? Yeah.
Yeah.
Willian's not even on there.
Do you know who I was thinking more so over Willian? Reed.
Bobby Reed.
Yeah.
I
guess I don't know. He plays
more
on the
up
right,
front.
doesn't he?
I'm sure he's more right and up front.
Right, fair enough.
William Jose is the next best thing.
Great.
Other than that, maybe Leno for Johnstone, but I'm really not sure, because both teams are pretty crap. What are we thinking? We've got our three Fulham players in there.
Yeah. See, the only one I may have considered would have been Robertson at left back, but Mitchell's had a great start to the season, so
100%. I think Tete and Paulinho, 100%. But obviously we don't have a left winger, so Willian goes in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
There we go.
Cool. All right. Well, like I said, this one, I don't think it's a long one at all. So hopefully I should have uploaded updated.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I have. Okay, predictions.
Oh,
So
Oh wow!
hang on.
Big up yourself, Daniel.
Daniel from Doncaster Rovers FC. Big up, guys, and big up to Crystal Palace, the club I like most in London. Big up, Doncaster. I think you'll win 2-0 the weekend. Good luck with your season. Thank you very much, Daniel.
He's buying me new headphones. Yes.
There we go, guys.
really appreciate it. What a donation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, man. Cheers.
Wow. I'm choked a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. It was a fairly high scoring week.
This was a good week for everyone.
Yeah. Forest flopped me though, because I could have had like at least all results, right?
That would have been, I think that would have been the first time this season, because I think Dan was the last one.
Dan did it last season. Yeah.
Dan did it late last season. And Nate did it as well.
You know, so yeah, that kind of flopped me. But it did help your case, Nicky.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
You know, it kind of, it's weird. It's like it salvaged for your standard this season, a 7 would have been a.
So why are you saying a 7? Is it because I got a 7?
No, I'm saying if I got a 7, I'd accept this. I'm just talking this season.
I'm not gonna lie. I am looking at the obviously the scores I missed out in the white boxes. That is chances missed for me. I'm not happy with those chances missed. I'm gonna say it now. This weekend was the last time I'm ever giving Chelsea a win. Utter embarrassment of the Premier League. Yeah, mid-table mediocrity.
It's crazy. Yeah, they're really struggling. So the total scores. Yeah, I mean,
I'm still looking over my shoulder. JC is there
at the moment. You know, Nate's obviously clawed back a lot with his results, and
big up, Nate.
Considering Dan had a -15, yeah, I'm nervous even for me. Like he's doing.
Well, all it takes is one game week.
Absolutely. However, there's a change at the actual top, like involving everyone, and it's just down to correct scores. As it stands, Midge has more correct scores than Nicky.
Point deduction, investigation. I want a VAR check.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't worry, Midge.
Nicky, you cannot call people out anymore, though.
All right,
Yeah?
it's crazy. You know what's bad? I messaged.
It was just banter. It was just banter. It got a.
The thing is,
Look,
I messaged just before I stepped to the car for what I said. I'll have a look at this when I get home. By the time I got home, that's it. I'll leave. I'll delete it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm like, what on earth's happened?
Bro, Martin was the one who asked the investigation. I passed it on to Nate. Nate's apparently in charge of investigations.
No, you're the one that called him out and added my man on the group chat. Thinking,
bro, me and Martin were just having some banter.
Why is Vibes in the red?
Because we're not counting the guests. Because remember, the guests have their own league.
Aha.
So actually, with everyone that's individual, Vibes.
Coltrane is sweating right now.
But you know what? Vibes that's the second week he's forgotten to put his predictions in.
We have to start tagging him.
You know, so look at 24 points and it's missed 2 weeks. That's not bad, you know.
No, that's
so
true.
So go back to our scores. So Dan would have 42 if he didn't get a 15 reduction. So he'd be third.
This is it. And this is how close everything can be. You know. And we're only coming up to game week 6. And Martin obviously tops the guest league. So he is safe. Ed, you best hope someone gets lower than 5.
That's cool, Patrick.
You best hope we get another guest.
That's cool, Patrick again.
Boy. To be fair, if there's anyone in the chat that wants to represent the guest this week, let us know. Daniel, if you want to represent the guest, please let us know. Get involved. We don't have the link for the Discord in there, do we? It's in the description. The link to the Discord's in the description.
I can put it in the chat for you. I've got it here.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat now.
So yeah, Pat. Actually, no, we can't get in the mad forfeit for Pat. He's young still.
Big up Niall.
Yes, Niall.
He's at work. He's putting his own personal work ahead of this channel. You hate to see it. Shameful, actually.
No, yeah, Nate's work schedule's crazy.
Yeah, no. He's working hard. He's a hard-working lad.
So don't worry. He's there. He's still there. It's all good. Once he has that. Oh gosh. You said it, not me. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything more to say. Maybe score predictions, I guess.
I guess that's about it, really.
Yeah. Jason, you had your score prediction from yesterday, didn't you? But in case people haven't seen it, what was it?
Well, mine was naughty little 3-0 Palace, because I think that there is, even though we are weakened, but to be fair, we have been playing well. I think that even though we lost that Villa game in pretty spectacular fashion, I think that we've actually played really good football so far this season. And even though we've got Elise injured, we've lost Zaha. By the way, a big shout out to him getting his Champions League debut and assist, which was huge. But missing those two players, and we're still putting in performances like we have been doing. It's only looking up for me, really. And this is probably the weakest team we're going to play in a few games now. Potentially, if we can keep this kind of intensity going, something amazing could happen, because we don't normally we haven't scored very many goals so far this season, and I think we deserve a few more goals than we've actually scored. So potentially, I wouldn't say we're in for a landslide here, but I feel like there are goals in this game, so why not?
Nicky?
I'm going for a close one, actually. Going 2-1. Just reckon Marco Silva will just want to keep the momentum going for his side. Hodgson will be looking for a reaction from our side. Yeah, Fulham is a hard team to predict, because they can have on good days and bad days. I'm gonna go 2-1 for this one. But I think we will control this game very, very easily. I think we could exploit a lot of problems that Fulham could have.
I'm going 2-0 Palace. Especially if Gay is back. And that's no slander on Richards, because I think he had a good game against Villa. But obviously the partnership of Gay and Anderson just seems to work a lot smoother. If Richards was playing regularly with Anderson, I'm sure that will be a great partnership too. I would actually love to see what Gay Richards partnership looks like one game.
Oh, Brighton losing? Oh no, wrong game. Same group, wrong game.
So I'm gonna go 2-0 Palace. Guys, tomorrow, Roy's presser. Like I said, apologies that this is out late. Unless Nicky wants to take over for 1 week, since he's actually at home. But I'll leave that to him to decide.
Absolutely nothing.
So if you want to go actually live with it tomorrow, that's cool. If not, I'll record it when I get home, and it'll be out. We'll see. It'll be out about 7 p.m. Fan cams, obviously, on the Saturday.
Yes.
Sunday, we'll have the battery action. And then next week is a busy week. A very busy week.
Oh, yes.
2 games that week, both against Man United. Carabao Cup and the league. But yeah, we've got loads coming up for you next week.
And in the chat is the Discord link. So if you guys want to join in, it's never too late to enter the Predictions League. So yeah, if you guys want to join, it's there. Go into the Predictions League channel to post your predictions, and we've got a general football chat channel as well, so you can go and speak to Dexter whenever he talks in there.
You're something else, you know. Listen, before we go, just once again, honestly, Daniel, thank
Big
you
up
so
yourself.
much for this super chat. It's unbelievable. We're honestly honored and touched. All the best with Doncaster Rovers as well, man. And to be fair, you've been doing amazing stuff as well with the club, and I hope you keep doing it. I know you've had some haters. Let them hate. You're doing a great job. Sweet. Guys, thank you for everything. Please, obviously, smash the like button. Really helps us with the algorithm. Share the stream to your friends, family. We don't normally say this. It's the road to 2K. Yeah.
Road to 2K. What are we on now?
1,661.
Sweet.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to have to make an executive decision here. We need to put a date on this rap battle. It is taking way too long. Next international break's October, right?
I've got no idea.
All right, cool. We're looking into that. We're looking into the next international break. I'm calling CM after this stream. All right. Everyone, big up to you all. Up the palace.
Eagles.
Eagles.